What an opportunity for us as facilitators of the Maine Anjou breed to make a solid footprint in today's beef industry, not to mention the breed's future. Hi, I'm John Boddicker, Executive Vice President of the American Maine Anjou Association. I truly believe the Reaching Beyond Foundation, if adequately funded, can be one of the single most influential and beneficial programs afforded its membership in the history of the breed. Today's youth is the future in the beef industry, so what better way to provide resources to help enhance the Maine Anjou breed than through this foundation?
It's an investment in the future. You know, if you've already invested in Maine Anjou cattle and this breed, you need to invest in this program here, because this program is essentially what is going to create value for you down the road.
Our young people will be the future of this industry as well as the farm industry. Without them, everything goes to the dickens and just disappears. So we have to be able for the families that raise kids, that some of them stay on the ranch or the farm, and they have the opportunity to go get the education that makes them better. We always say, you know, we want our kids to have a better life than we did. Well, in farms and ranches, for them to do that, they have to go to school. And it's not a school that's really easy. It's not a school that's real simple. It's not a school that you go for, you know, a couple years and come home and everything's fine. We're going to need some doctors in there. We're going to need some people with master's degrees in there. We're going to need some kids that really, really are ready to go. And yes, they're going to pick up everything that Granddad and Dad did, but there's some more ideas that are going to come along with it.
The scholarship itself that I got through the American Junior Association was one that really helped me. Being able to graduate college without student loans was something that I'm going to be able to reach so many more students because I don't have that burden or that constant nagging in my mind about how am I going to cover these costs. And I don't know if I would have been able to do that without scholarships like the ones I got through the American Junior Association. And it's something where this scholarship instilled two things. It instilled first that people had confidence in my dream, and it instilled secondly that I could do this while eliminating some of that stress of the added expense. And those two things have pushed me to constantly try to find that extra passion that I can share with other people.
Receiving the Maine scholarship put a big dent in my tuition and certainly helped me to be able to afford books and fees that otherwise I would have had to borrow money to be able to afford. The Maine Association giving me that scholarship money also kind of validated the last 10 years of my involvement in the breed. That kind of gave me a little symbolic pat on the back and sent me on my way to the beef industry to represent that breed.
The Reaching Beyond Foundation and the AMAA is a really world-class organizations, and I don't think people fully grasp how lives are changed when you're involved in the cattle industry, involved in the Maine Anjou Association, and when you're donating for a really good cause. I mean, you actually help develop kids and people into fine, upstanding adults. And you know, you look at a lot of prominent names in the industry and look at where they're at now. I mean, me myself, I grew up to be a lawyer. Jer Settles also grew up to be a lawyer. Mr. Salton grew up to be a pharmacist. You know, we all harnessed those experiences with the Maine Association and have turned it into something extremely positive for our lives.
So scholarship opportunities through foundations like the American Maine Anjous becomes very important. It's a way to support students that have great creative ideas and will be the future of our business and agricultural leaders moving forward. And providing that kind of financial support lets them continue their education. I was fortunate when I was a young person to get a number of scholarships through a couple of different breed organizations that without those it would have made my college education much more difficult. And so I'm a good example of how those sorts of foundations and funds can really support students and their educational activities that come back around and long-term support our individual businesses and entities by providing producers that have the technical knowledge when they come back into the business, or provide support through all the allied businesses in our production system or in academics and a variety of animal science departments. If you look at the faculty, many of them came up through production agriculture and were in 4-H and FFA and junior breed organizations and had support to get where they are today.
If you've got the means and you've got the interest in supporting young people that have an interest in a breed that has been extremely important to me and I think to a lot of the people viewing this video, and you have the means to support those young people, that it's a no-brainer. There's nothing that makes more sense than supporting young people that are intelligent and wanting to further their educational aspirations. And so I would strongly encourage those kind of foundational dollars.
All of us associated with the Maine Anjou industry, thank you for taking the time to view this Reaching Beyond production. We sincerely hope that you will help our efforts for a better tomorrow by supporting the Reaching Beyond Foundation. For more information, please visit our website at maineanjou.org.